Mathis coming to you from my home studio in Sun City, Arizona. And today this is a tips and tricks video. I want to talk to you about using USB sticks to back up your programming on your accordion. And the instrument that I'm using today is the 4X, because the 4X seems to be especially finicky about using USB sticks. The thing that you have to remember about this whole system is that when Roland invented the USB system or the whole computer system in the accordions, in the current models, that was basically about 2012. So the 8X model came out in 2013, but I'm sure that the development happened in about 2012. And when the 4X came out in 2016, that is basically the same motherboard as in the 8X, but with a lot of the features turned off. But it's working on a similar operating system. And the problem that we seem to be having is that all these new USB memory sticks that we are seeing in the last years, they're all very large size, 64 gigabytes, 128 gigabytes, and back in 2012, a 2 gigabyte was the standard operating size. And so the accordion's internal memory just cannot handle these very large sticks. So some folks have had success with the Lexus brands of sticks, but I've also found another one. These are, I get these on Amazon. They're little colored sticks like this, and when you get them, the brand name on this particular one is RAOYI, and it's just a 4 gigabyte stick, and they come in little packages like this of either 5 or 10, and they for the most part seem to work, and they're not very expensive. So if you do get a dud in the pack, you're only out a little bit of money. You're not out 10 or 20 bucks or even more. So just a little test to make sure that if you want to do a backup on your programming, if the USB stick that you are using is going to work, what you do is test to see if the accordion will record on it. If the accordion will record on it, then you know that everything's going to work. So I'll just take you in here real quick and do this process for you. So I have not tested this particular stick, so we're going to find out if we got a dud or if this is going to work. So first thing we're going to do is put the USB stick in the drive. All right, we got that in. Now let's get this back on. And this one does have a light on it, so when I fire up the accordion, you'll see that it lights up also. Okay, so we got light there. And now that the accordion is ready to go, okay, so I'm just going to hit the record button. And yes, it says song record up on top here, so I know that it's working. All right, we'll stop that. And it says working. So I know this USB stick is going to work. And then let's hit the playback. Let's see, I guess I have to save it first. All right, so now it should play. There we go. Okay. So we know that that stick is working. So that is the little tip that I wanted to give you all today, is that it really is frustrating when you can't get your USB stick to work and you think that it's some other problem with the accordion when actually the problem is the USB stick. So far, so good on these. And that brand name on those sticks, I've seen them listed under a bunch of different names. They're probably all from the same factory in China. And I just buy them on Amazon, and I'll post a picture in this video of what it looks like when you find it on Amazon. And you know, you want to preserve all of your Dale Mathis programming or anything else that you have done. If you've created something. And one other little tip that I want to give you is, and again, this applies mostly to the 4X model. If you have batteries in your instrument, but don't use the batteries very often, more often play with the AC adapter, take those batteries out. Because what can happen, if you leave those batteries in for a long period of time, and you don't use them, but you're primarily using the AC cord, there can come a point where at some point the accordion can get confused as far as where the power is coming from, especially if you happen to fumble on the cord, or if the batteries are running low. It can lock up the accordion, and then we have to go through a whole routine to get it unlocked, and often you end up having to reload all your software, and that is where you want to have saved all of your programming. So just a little tip for you: if you don't use the batteries very often, they can degrade or lose power, and you know, the accordion is never really turned off. There's always a slight power drain going on, and if the batteries are in there, it is always drawing on those a little bit. So if you primarily use the AC cord, pull your batteries out. If you're using the batteries all the time, it doesn't matter because you're always switching them out every 5 hours. So I hope you find this couple of tips here very helpful. And you know, the tune like the Hawaiian guitar thing that I'm doing on Blue Hawaii, that's one of the Dale Mathis special effects sounds. You don't want to lose those. So if you're ready for your own Roland FR4X, we do have them in stock at Craft Music today in Milwaukee. I'm going to post in here David Hall's phone number and craftmusic.com. You can give him a call and get all the details. We've got the 1X, the 4X, and the 8X in stock. So thanks so much for watching my channel. Please subscribe. Please pass this tip on to other friends who you know who have a 4X. There we go. See you later.